Okay, guys, I'm calling this one The Secret of Ruinberg. And maybe it isn't a secret, but my feeling on this map is that most of the time, if you concentrate a huge force in at E0, your likelihood of success is very, very great. And the reason for that is that oftentimes the heavy vehicles on both teams are content to in a very methodical and slow-moving way, build up their forces in the town and duke it out in a prolonged bout of street fighting. And for me, I wish to avoid that if at all possible. And the main reason for that in this battle, although I'd like to avoid it in any battle, but there's three powerful arties on each team. We've got three tier 10 arties. They've got two tier 10s and a tier 8, and I don't want those vehicles to be able to exercise their full effect in a prolonged battle. The sooner we get it over with, the less opportunity there is for them to make their presence felt. They'll have to wait to the next battle to do that, as far as I'm concerned. Now, our little plan here was helped by the fact that there is a Chai platoon over there consisting of three heavy vehicles, an IS-7, a T-110E5, and an FV-215B 183. And I didn't really think about it, but in all likelihood, they're going to go in the town. They're comfortable with street fighting. They've done it thousands of times. They're good at it, but that is a very methodical thing to do, and you have to take your time. And all of your instincts are to not attempt to rush it, not to speed things up. Whereas over here, it's open. There's lots of gaps between these buildings, and we're not huddled on a street corner trying to work out our battle drill and try not to get in the way of other people. We've all seen that happen. Now, on our team, we were assisted by the fact that our number one platoon only had one heavy vehicle. They had a Leopard 1, a T-62A, and a T-110E4. And when I saw the T-110E4 there from Badger coming across the field to join us, I was really happy because, if we did get into trouble here, that is a very powerful TD with a powerful gun, and he's sort of our ace in the hole. But as you will see, that wasn't necessary. We overpowered them on this flank, and I was platooned with Elad Knight here in Mission 0 and two Tier 9 heavies, and once we saw this pattern developing, we all agreed, let's get over here as quickly as possible, come straight across the field, win the battle on this flank, and then dare the enemy to try to recover from a bad deployment. And that's one of my strongest beliefs in World of Tanks, that if you get the deployment right and go to the right place at the right time with the right vehicles and the right numbers and overpower the enemy in one part of the map, your chances of success are very, very high. So I'm going to hit the spacebar here and advance the battle at regular speed. And we shall see that, as expected, the Chai platoon is working their way in the town. There's the T-110E5 and there's the IS-7 in the distance over there. Now, I told our guys in the town, I typed a little message saying that we were strong over here and to be careful over there. This is one of the principles of this goes back thousands of years, the cooperation between there's my comment, city careful, we are strong on this other side. So that's one of the, military strategies that goes back thousands of years, the cooperation between a striking force and a containing force. And the containing force has to accept a lesser role and not try to do too much, not sacrifice themselves, because they're weaker over there and they have to play it safe. Whereas on this side, we can, I'm not saying we can throw caution to the winds, but this is my kind of battle. This is the cavalry spirit, impetuous attack. Because we are here in such large numbers, it's inherently less risky for each of us as individuals. So I'm totally happy with the way this is developing. So they're being picked off piecemeal here, and they cannot withstand the firepower that we've assembled over here. It's that simple. I mean, two tier 8s, and look at what we've got. to attack them with. So I'm just going to speed up the battle here, advance it at twice the regular speed. So there's the arties are being lit up, and you know we're less than 3 minutes into the battle, and you know, they're probably not too happy about what's going on here. And you know, we now have, you know, total superiority in my opinion. They can't possibly recover from this. And this is, you know, this is one of the features of a battle with 3 arties. A lot of people have forgotten how to play. I mean, this used to happen all the time, but a lot of people have forgotten that you have to do it a little bit differently when there's 3 arties. Your ability to cover all the avenues of approach with 15 vehicles, you know, 3 vehicles have been subtracted from that equation, and you've got to be a lot more careful in your decisions about moving out, because you really do face the possibility of being outnumbered heavily in one area. And you know, they didn't internalize that lesson, and they're paying the price. Now, there was a little bit of fun here at the end. The guy from the 59% purple guy in his IS-7 there from Chai, he wanted to kill me, and Elad and Mission Zero are coming as quick as they can to help me here. And it's possible he's a little bit perplexed, but you know, until people change their habits on this map, you know, I strongly recommend doing essentially what we did here. And you know, if people want to go into the town and drive around looking for a target and they want to take their time, they're free to do that. But in my opinion, it's not going to work if you rush the E0 position. Now, I'll admit, you know, a few times I've been on this map where an immovable object met an unstoppable force at E0, and we lost the local battle in a pitched battle between roughly equal numbers of vehicles and equal capabilities. But that doesn't happen very often, and this map has you know, predictable patterns, and if you can take advantage of the strategy I've outlined here, I think you'll experience a great deal of success. So this guy from Chai, like I said, he's in tough here, and I think Mission Zero finished him off. Final shot. So that's a good way to end the battle. And what did I call this video? The Secret of Ruinberg? Well, it's not a secret anymore, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Game over, and good night.